This playthrough is rated E for everyone.
Are you ready to enter the abyss? Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare back here with another episode of Wild Arms. In the last episode, we fought the rest of the super bosses, at least most of them. We fought Zed, the rest of the golems, but now there's one more boss to encounter. Remember back in the sealed library a while back where we read about the King of Monsters? Well, we can run into them, but we have to unlock the abyss. So remember how someone said there was like some weird event that would occur if you like messed with the Uul pyramid, something would happen? Well, there's a way to manipulate that. See if we can get it to occur. The way it's supposed to work is you're supposed to have from what I understand, I mean, I don't know about the specific details, but they say you should have really poor luck on your characters, and then what you need to do is you need to punch the base of the teleporter and step on it while it's shaking to get it to happen. Unfortunately, my luck, I think, is actually pretty high right now, actually. Oops, I think I did it wrong. But anyway, if you have bad luck and you punch the teleporter, you can cause the something different to happen. But yeah, as you can see, nothing happened there. So, and I didn't move on to the switch while I was while I was shaking either. So, let me try that again. If not, I'll have to wait until I get it done right. For example, so what is my luck at right now? Yeah, it's on. The only way to get it bad would be to equip the Doombringer on Jack to lower it a bit and see if we can get that to work. If not, I'll have to cut to when I actually get it to work. Nah. Yeah, you basically have to. Yeah, it'll probably take me a few tries just because of the way the mechanic works for it. So, but you can go to any Uul pyramid. It doesn't have to be this one specifically. It can just be. I'll try it one more time on screen. If not, I'll just cut to when I actually get it. Nope. Okay. Yeah, I'll see you when I can get to actually happen. I finally got it. It took a couple of minutes. But yeah, if the game does that, you head into the abyss. So yeah, it's kind of like luck based, but yeah, that's fine. Alright, yeah, we get the best battle music in the game for the optimal super dungeon of the game. The abyss is a prison. This is where the darkest evil dwells. The vortex of this dark prison will engulf anyone who goes near it. Alright, so at the end of this, we'll fight a very dangerous creature indeed at the end of it. And there's also a lot of nasty enemies in this place too. The most powerful random encounters in the game occur here, and she did some really nice stuff here as well. So, alright, so all of the dungeon is dark. Now you actually want to stay in the darkness even though there are areas where you can light up areas. Because there's a mechanic here where if you have a chance to light anything, you'll get stuck in that room. So you never want to have any pure light in here. So unfortunately, you'll be running on the kind of the skinny revision here. So another way to get past a lot of the trials in here is that there's a lot of switches here. But as you can see, there's a if you use the radar, it actually tells you which switches you need to hit. It's a way to bypass the puzzle. Yeah, that basically helps us just because you'd have to just kind of guess to see which puzzle to fight, but no, flipping these switches opens up the next room. So, all right, let's see what our first enemy is in here. We got ourselves the Ghost Rider. All right. Oh, this isn't Nicolas Cage. Never mind. Yeah, Ghost Rider here. Yeah, most of these guys are like in the 70s in terms of levels. So you're going to be really the only way to really get around these guys without wasting too many resources if you're trying to save your abilities till you get to the boss is really just use the guardian trick, which is basically just defend until you can utilize your guardians. That's pretty much the way to save on your resources. Alright, Ghost Rider. This guy is similar to the Dullahan or Durahan enemy, depending on your translation. He's level 58. He's got 8,000 HP, no MP. He's got 12,000 experience, 100 Gela. He's weak to Holy. He can use Powerful Blow, Confusion, and you can steal blue circlets from him. So this late in the game, we're able to steal blue circlets, really? So, like I said, you can either attack him with Holy Rings or Saint, or just defend until you can summon your summons, just because of how much HP this guy has. But we got the best gear in the game, so. Yeah, look at how much damage that guy does, and that's just a regular dude. But luckily, like I said, we almost do 2,000 damage a pop, so. I don't think this guy drops anything, if I remember correctly. Let me see. Ghost Rider. No, he doesn't drop anything. And I think we're fast enough, too, so, yeah. And I'm not trying to grind in this dungeon, so... Uh-oh, we got ourselves some statues here, so... Alright, let's push this one. This one. And then this one. That'll get us through that, so not too bad. Okay. Yeah, unfortunately you can't really see much, but there's really not much to this dungeon. They just reuse a lot of assets and just change the coloration of it, so it's not like you're missing out on that much. I got a hole here. Whoa. Alright, got another new enemy here. Arunge. Arunge? I think it could be Arunge, I guess, but I really doubt it. Anyway, pull up my stats on this guy. This guy's actually very similar to the Python in Malduk. There's also an enemy in the Shifting Sands, which is where we fought Barbados, where the Skelly... God, now I'm trying to remember the name of the monster now. Shellzorus, which is the enemy that can drop ambrosias, or trickster ambrosias. So if you're looking for a bunch of ambrosias, going to the desert and finding one of these guys is probably the best way to do it. Anyway, Rouge. They have level 70. They've got 12,000 HP, no MP. They got 21,000 experience, 13,000 Gela. They aren't weak to anything. They can paralyze you. You can steal ambrosias from them, just like their other counterparts. So I could try a trickster it. However, this guy will take a while just to steal trickster them, and that would waste a lot of resources. Despite being usually for guys like these, I would just give myself full Libra, and so that way it doesn't paralyze me. So that way I'm not having to waste my resources on that. Then it's up to you how you want to finish them. Like I said, you can just defend until you. You can also divide shot if you don't mind. If you've been using your secret signs on divide shots instead. I'll see if I can try to get a ambrosia from this guy. You could try to high prison him, but his his sorcery or magic resistance is kind of high, so you might not be able to get a high prison activate. And I wouldn't, since obviously we have to go through the dungeon to get to the boss of this place, I don't want to waste my resource at my MP, even though I got a bunch of magic carrots. So I probably wouldn't waste my time casting High Prism on him, unless I was, oh, there we go. I mean, it's not impossible to get an Ambrosia. It's, items tend to have a better drop chance than equipment does, so. I think I have enough to summon my dudes. And since I got the best equipment, these guys aren't A lot of them aren't really that bad. Might as well get some healing going. This is a way for me to get free healing without using Cecilia's MP all the time. And usually Dan will probably do max damage to this guy, so. Have I shown his basic summon? I don't think I have it. He basically just, I don't know, dances and poisons him or something? I don't know. Even though he does holy damage, and that'll finish him off. Yeah, I didn't think he'd drop Ambrosia or something like that, but the darkest path is the one that leads to the depths. The path of the unseen is the path of darkness. Interesting. Ah, we got ourselves a duplicator here. Oh yeah, off screen, I ended up getting a level for Rudy because I was trying to get duplicators because you need 2 duplicators for this dungeon. So let's use that to open the door. Yeah, sorry, I almost forgot to mention that. So, yeah, you need 2. Actually, I think you technically only need 1, but and I could be using the skates, I guess, just to go through here. But I want to fight. There's a couple enemies I want to fight in here, so I'm trying. I do actually want to fight some stuff in here. So, but you know, we'll see what happens. So, okay, let's see. Ooh, we got some treasure here. We got a couple of treasures. Here we get the Dead Heat, which is the best helmet in the game for Rudy. So it's his penultimate, or sorry, it's his ultimate head equipment. So, and then here we get. All right, and then here we get the Texas number, which is the best helmet in the game for Jack. So, yeah, they're not huge jumps in defense, but still better than nothing. And then here we get the Ruby Tiara, the best helmet in the game for Cecilia. I almost thought about going to this dungeon just to get their best helmets and then leaving, but with how hard it is to get the dungeon to activate, I was just like, nah. But anyway, Ruby Tiara. Now, if you use that as a mystic item, it actually uses the high restore on all allies. So, if you need to cure everyone with it and you have enough mystic, you could fix yourself, although I'd probably just rather have Libras. But still, it's nice being able to just get your, have the chance to not have to cast MP on it. Really, mystic is a way to reduce MP cost for certain things. Yeah, you can see her defense is not raised up by that much at all. Oh well. Okay. Anyway, after grabbing that, I still haven't found all the items or all the enemies I want to fight. So, but hopefully we will. So. Oh yeah, there's a. I didn't mean. You see, yeah, that's a way to like get back to the entrance and after getting the helmets if you want to. So yeah, I have to go through this again. Whoops. I actually didn't mean to drop down. Alright, got a new enemy here. Gamazine. I think that's how it's pronounced. Sure, we'll go with that. Alright, Gamazines. They're level 50. They have 6,000 HP, 200 MP, 15,000 Gela, 15,000 experience, 200 Gela. They're weak to Holy as well. They don't have any major abilities that worth noting. They can drop magic carrots. And let's see. I think that's it. Yeah, they can only drop magic carrots, and that's pretty much it. They have nothing to Trickster here. So you could try to do the high prison lucky shot trick if you want to. But like I said, lucky shot costs like 30 to cast. So, you know, if you're going to be trying to grind for that, you know, obviously, you know, you're near the end of the dungeon, so you can do it and then leave, that type of thing. Although, realistically, I'm going to show you a way to, if you don't want to mess with all that stuff, I'm going to show you the trick that a lot of people are aware of for this game. I just haven't shown it off yet because I don't want to make this game that was already relatively easy even easier. Well, yeah, no, this game is easy when you really think about it, because they give you the, they give you the ability to basically survive boss battles with goat dolls, so as soon as you can afford them, which... Oh, we got a new enemy here. Aroname? Aronum? I don't know. Euro gnomes? I don't know. No, I know it's not gnome because it doesn't have a G in it. But anyway, but yeah, the game is overall easy just because even though, yeah, it takes a while to get the goat dolls from the near the end of the game, but that basically makes the end game like ridiculously easy. But anyway, these guys are similar to the Karens we found in the Pandemonium. Yeah, they're screeching at us with their brightly colored hair. Anyway, these guys are level 51. They got 5,000 HP, 80 MP, 8,400 experience, 170 gila. They're also weak to holy as well. They can attack you with a strong physical attack called brutal attack, which we've seen before, and they can flash bomb you as well, which can use the flash condition on you. They can drop light shrooms, and you can steal boom getters from them. I already got the boom getter, but if you want another one to sell it, because only Jack can equip it anyway, so. Although I am getting low on HP, maybe I should try to get Jack to. And really, I don't mind not being able to parry, but yeah, let me see if I can get healing going. That's pretty much the cheapest way to get healing is to maybe let's get him up. Dive bomb. Actually, might as well attack, I guess. Whoops. No. Even though I got plenty of healing, I got a ton of potion berries and mega berries, and I've got a decent amount of nectars, but still. Yeah, just finish them off. Yeah, really nothing unique enough about these. For being in-game, like, for being games that are, enemies that are like 60 plus, Jack gained a level. They're not really that tough, but then again, I do have in-game equipment, so. Actually, do I have enough? Do I have a flash cure? Yeah, sure. Well, actually, I should always have one. I should always have one of each item for a very specific reason. I haven't used this trick in this playthrough at all, but I did use it in test runs of the game to go through areas a little bit more efficiently. Oh, no, I don't want to go through there again. I was about to drop down, and we were going to just do this whole song and dance all over again. So, yeah, I went through all this way. I'm like, I don't even need these treasures anymore. I was doing it out of like a weird habit. I was like, okay, let's just keep. Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, I have to go back again because, you know. Yeah, I wanted to go this way this time. Oh, wait, no, that's... Sorry, I need to go... Actually, the enemies do get... Okay. Anyway, sorry, I don't know why I kept walking around. I need to go this way. So when you see the sign, you need to find a... let's see, yeah, around here you go south. Yeah, they talk about how finding an unseen passageway. This is what we're talking about. So, okay. Now we're going to be fighting more stronger enemies now that we've gotten to this part of the dungeon. So, and there's the light, but don't light the light because it basically blocks you in the room, so you can't really Alright, got a new enemy here, Largon. These are part of the next step of really powerful enemies in the dungeon now. Largon is level 60. He's got 18,000 HP, no MP, 36,000 experience, 8,700 gila. He is weak to thunder. He can use a spell called Oxygen Destroyer. He can poison you, and you can steal a rare item from him called the Fish Badge. The Fish Badge, what that does is it absorbs anything that's thunder, holy, or evil if you have it equipped to your character, so you'll never take any damage if you have it equipped. So I want to try and steal one of these. I don't know if I'll be able to because equipment is hard to get, so I'll probably have to try and steal it off screen. I'm trying not to also grind for levels too, so I'm trying to keep my levels minimum if I can help it. But then again, at the end of this dungeon, the enemy you fight here, you probably want to be max level to make it easier if you don't want to use goat dolls all day. But let's see if we can steal a fish badge. Like I said, it's pretty low percentages because it's a because it's an equipment item. So I mean, I've heard having a higher response for Jack improves your stealing chances, but it's not guaranteed. So since I have enough magic carrots, I don't mind trying to use my resources on trying to get a fish badge. Like I said, probably won't get it. At least not on screen anyway. But really, this is really enough. Weirdly, the fish badge is not the item I actually want to get. It's actually a different item. Yeah, probably. Although I got plenty of chances, just because. Oh yeah, do I have a? Yeah, I got full Libra on her. And I'll probably use Trickster to get. Actually, I'll probably just cut to if I steal it from him, great. Because oh, here's the Oxygen Destroyer. Yeah, it's just a all hitting attack. Nothing crazy about it, but. Yeah, I might just cut to see if I can get it because he's got a bunch of HP, so it'll probably take a little while to, and we could just heal past it. So yeah, I'll come back if I steal it. If not, we'll just finish off the battle, and then I'll try again off screen. Oh, we finally got one. Oh, that took a little bit of time. Not that much actually. It only took like maybe like 3 minutes or something like that of just stealing over and over and over again. Huh. I did not expect to actually beat him, so or get the fish badge because, like I said, it's harder on equipment. So, and we've got one more item we can steal in this dungeon too, which would be probably the best equipment you can get in this dungeon. Like realistically, it's probably the best equipment in the game because it's for the boss we're about to fight. So, spoilers, there's gonna be a boss at the end of this. There you go. Alright, Cecilia gained a level. Alright, let's show off the fish badge. Where are you? Fish badge. Nullify Thunder, Holy, and Evil. Which you absorb it, yeah, so. Very nice. Yeah, I was surprised I got it. It took a while, but it was in the same battle, so it's not like I fought multiple battles to get to it, so. Anyway, here we get. What's inside this thing? Empty? Weird. That doesn't make sense. Chests are always supposed to have stuff inside of it. That's weird, man. Oh, what about this guy? Perhaps we can do something with that. There he is, the one known to be the most evil, the king of monsters. If you have faith in your ability, then go forth and wander the underworld of true darkness. Odd. Yeah, just gotta find out where to go. But yeah, weird treasure chest that has nothing in it. Oh, we got another enemy here. This is the enemy I was actually looking for. The Waginoids? Yeah. God, those guys are ripped. Anyway, no, they're similar to the Riversides from the Ancient Arena. Just different colors and abilities, but still. They are level 70. They have 3,000 HP, 100 MP, 6,000 experience, 8,700 Gela. They are weak to fire. They can use water gun, high freeze, and you can steal heat cells from them. Or sorry, they can drop heat cells, but they have a trickster ability for, like I said, one of the best accessories in the game, at least relative to this dungeon and who we're fighting, the Frog Badge. So now we just have to see if we can actually steal it from them. Really the big thing is to either raise up your magic resistance or equip aqua rings, because these guys will hit you with their water abilities. So I would just equip aqua rings on everyone and then just see if we can trickster one of those frog badges from him. And because we got in-game equipment, they're not going to do that much damage to me. If I was at a weaker level, because you can come here earlier, you don't have to go through the final dungeon to get to this place. As far as I'm aware of, I think Cawdingle has to be raised, but as long as you have the Power Glove and bad luck, you can end up coming here, so. Really, the challenge is trying to get them to drop the badge, so. This might take a hot minute. I might have to cut to when I actually get one. I only need one, by the way, because I want to show you how to get more. Although I probably shouldn't use this trick, but I'm trying to keep relatively low levels, so I'm not sure how I want to go. I still want to show off the trick, though. I mean, everyone knows this trick. If you've ever played Wild Arms 1, you know about it. They're not even doing any damage to Cecilia because her magic resistance is so high. Funny how Jack is taking more damage from magic than Rudy is. That's sad. But yeah, since I have the Aqua Rings equipped, I basically, until I run out of MP, I basically can keep doing this over and over and over again until I get a steal from these guys. Because the reason is because they absorb water. So if I attack them, I'll heal them. So that way I don't have to worry about killing them by accident. I could just attack with like Rudy, for example, then try to trickster him. And then if you want to heal and you don't want to, and you want to keep trickstering with Jack, just switch to Cecilia to the life rune and have her summon that on any strength. I don't know if I've shown off the High Guardian, because the High Guardian version of the Guardians actually is a slightly different animation. Yeah, it's kind of surprising these guys have very little HP overall. And then, yeah, just heal him, so. Alright, well, anyway, this might take a hot minute, so let me switch her back to the Chronos rune, because that raises her sorcery up by a bit, so. But alright, I'll be back when I try to steal a frog badge from these guys, so give me a moment. Oh, we finally got the frog badge. I accidentally killed the other guy because I wasn't paying attention. So, I knew I was going to get it. It's just going to take a while. It took me like, I'd say 5 minutes of stealing over and over and over again and healing them. So, I just kept forgetting to attack with Rudy when I killed the first guy. Not that it really matters, because now I can show off this trick. Actually, I could probably do it during this battle. Let me double check it again on this one. Okay, let's, well, one, we want to switch to fire rings for this one so we can finish them off. Well, actually, maybe not. Maybe just to, because then we would take more, whatever, I'll just do flame rings, whatever. Okay, so, I can heal later. It's not that big of a deal. Okay, so the way this trick works is we need to, okay, so the way it works is we need to use a heal berry. I don't think it really matters who he uses it. I just have to use a heal berry, another heal berry, and then we need to have Cecilia select the heal berry, but then switch it with an item we want to have multiple ofs. So let me see if I can find the frog. Where's the frog? Actually, it might not be in my inventory yet. It might be one of those things where... Let's see, where is it? There it is, frog badge. So switch that with that. And then defend. If I'm doing this right. It's been forever since I've actually used this trick. Alright, then let's just finish off the enemy like normal. Yeah, I'll use Fury Shot for like an item I'm not really going to be using, so I'll choose on Rocket Launcher. Why not? And I've got plenty of, oh right, I've got plenty of bullet clips, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, we got heat cell, a couple of heat cell drops. Wow. Alright, if I did it right, let's see if I actually did it right. Yep, we get 255 frog badges. So that's called the item duplication trick. So it works on any enemy item in the game, but the thing is it has to have, it has something to do with overflow. And what it does, and it has to be, you can only do it with one item. You have to have one item in your inventory, and you can do that with. Now the only problem is it does stick a bunch of a 255 in that, and the only way to get rid of stuff is to sell it. So, and really money at this point in the game really doesn't matter now that we got to this point. So I don't mind having all the money, although I don't think we get much for selling frog badges now that I think about it. But anyway, the reason you want a frog badge is it nullifies elemental powers. Now you're probably wondering, should I even keep this sheet because I only got the one frog badge and it took me a while to do it. Well, I could just do another battle with these guys, and I know how to keep the battle going indefinitely until I run out of MP. So it's really just a matter of time. In this case, I'm not using like the goat dolls. I'm not using on the hardy, like the hardy apples and stuff like that, because I really wanted to just cheat the rest of the game out. I'd use this trick on the apples and make myself basically invincible, but we're already invincible at this point. The final bosses are not a challenge to me anymore. The only challenge will be the final boss of this dungeon. So I don't mind having the frog badges, but still. But yeah, that's how the duplication trick works. I could have showed it at the beginning of the game, but I thought I'd rather play through the game first and then show you how to do it if you're having trouble with this boss here that we're about to fight, or if you just want to have fun. Because if you do it at the beginning of the game, that just makes the crystal. I'd only do that if I'd already played the game before and I wanted to have a if I want to just go through for the story again, for example. So, but anyway, let's go over this way. We don't want to go through. Yeah, that door leads to nothing. So that we were in. All right, got a new enemy here, Crawley. Okay, sure, why not? Now on the fish badge, technically, let me look at the specifics on it. The frog badge, technically, it absorbs water, fire, earth, and wind. So technically, you either get the fish badge for those the other three, or you get the frog badge for the. I don't know why it says nullify all abilities, because it has a very specific set of abilities it nullifies, which is water, fire, earth, and wind. So I don't know why it says the other way. But anyway, yeah, you can only steal those from Waginoids. But anyway, Crawley, sorry. Just wanted to mention that. But really, realistically, we're really no more challenge for the rest of the game at this point, except for the Uber boss here. Crawleys are level 70. Oh, they're similar to the Diva Novas from Mount Xenom. And then there's a more powerful version of these guys later on in this place called Minotaurs. But anyway, Crawleys are level 70. They have 20,000 HP, 255 MP, 42,000 experience drop, 9,800 Gela drop. They're weak to water. They can poison you with poison breath. They can do mind damage, which will attack your MP. And you can trickster ambrosias from them if you want. So let's Aqua Ring on our guys. Actually, let's see if we can get a let's see if they. I don't think they drop anything. Let me check. Crawleys, yeah, they can drop ambrosia. So if you get lucky and you lucky shot them, you can get an ambrosia. You can actually get if you steal an item, and you can also get a drop too. They're weirdly separate categories for tables. So stealing and a drop table are completely different items. So you think it's considered like the same weirdly, but it's not. And also you could cast like what's the water ability? Freeze for Cecilia. Although I have enough magic carrots, I could do that. But I'm just trying to see if I can get an ambrosia. I mean, it's not a big deal if I get it. I've got 5 right now, so. Poor Cecilia doing like no damage. Probably won't be able to steal it on screen, probably. See how much HP he's got left. Might cast analyze and see. Because I could try doing Lucky Shot too. Too bad Lucky Shot only does like up to 500 damage depending on if you got the Necronomicon equipped. It can either be 300 to 500 damage. Okay, 12,000 more HP. Yeah, weak to water. That's how I know a lot of the enemy's weaknesses is from analyze. Oh, there's the... Oh, that's annoying. Goodbye, MP, I guess. I could trickster a magic carrot, I guess. Yeah, that's the only thing I hate about fighting these guys is them, like, dunking my MP with that ability. Now I said, I've got like 40 magic carrots, so it's really not a big of a deal. And of course, you could use the item duplication trick to get more magic carrots. How much MP does he have? Or HP? I'm really bad about keeping my my numbers up. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna get a drop or get a steal from him. I'm seeing you having difficulty doing it. 4,000, 4,800. So 3,000. Oh, come on! Don't do. Well, at least it's Cecilia. She's got plenty of MP. Ow! Goodbye, MP. Yeah, one more trickster and a physical attack should be enough to try a lucky shot. Okay. Oh, here comes his poison breath. Oh, he didn't poison any of us. Huh. Neat. Yeah, sure. Let's lucky shot him. Oh, I should have quit the Necronomicon. Well, either way. Yeah, there's the Ambrosia drop, so. But anyway, yeah, so. The only reason I didn't use High Prison is because I don't have enough prison. Prison is one of those things where it's a low percentage of activating on a lot of monsters. So, oh well. I'll choose Handpan again. Oops. Yeah, we get an amulet here, another accessory. Look that up. Amulet increases luck by 2 levels. So if you don't want to, although I'd rather use small flowers, and you get infinite amount of them from the Ulu girl. So, but if you need some luck, you raise it by 2. All right, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Don't light the lamp here. So, otherwise it locks you in the room. Oh, I found another Wagenoid. I could have stolen another frog badge, 2 frog badges from them, but I already got the 255. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I think as far as I'm aware of, the only way to really to get rid of it is to, I think, just sell it, because I was. Yeah, that's the only problem with games like this. I kind of wish there was an ability to like drop items. At least I'm not aware of how to do it, unless someone wants to let me know. But anyway, if you light one of these, it'll lock you in the room. But the way to put it out is just to use the vase, and it'll put out the fire. So it's really not that big of a deal. So getting stuck in one of the rooms. So it's just you can't light any of the lamps at all. So. But, alright, no more dark rooms, at least at this point. So, alright. Let's go. Let's see. We want this way. Ah! No! I like the little whee when you fall or something. I don't know, just. I have to be careful about not turning too much. So. Hook up there. And then if we use Handpan here, we get the Orb of Life. Show that one off. Orb of Life. Increase your max HP by 50%. So if you're trying to survive all those death attacks from the Uber bosses, and you don't want to use goat dolls, you could try to equip Orb of Life to semi-survive. But you have to get to this dungeon to get the Orb of Life, so oh well. Still, better late than never, I guess. You know what I never mentioned during the game when I fought the River Walker and the Wagenoids, that they're basically Japanese Kappa. I don't know why I never mentioned that, but they are. They're Kappa, so, you know, they have the water bowls on their head. Dang it! But anyway. But I thought I'd mention that for those who might not have noticed. Even though it's pretty obvious to notice that, so. Oh my god. I hate how, like, it's just, like, my turning is so sharp. Like, it just seems like I move too much, even though it is possible to move, but barely mentioning it. So, but anyway, here's another treasure here we can get with handpan, the Mystic Slate. And this one raises your, I think this is the 25% one, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Oh, no, that's the 50%. I was thinking of the other Mystic one. But yeah, this raises your MP by 50%. So, okay. So if you need a lot of MP, which would probably be good for Jack, I guess. But really in certain, well, actually, I guess you could use imbalances. I haven't really been, well, now I use Fuel Libra a lot, so it's like, I was thinking like, oh, what accessory could I really be using? Like, I could swap it out, but then like, well, I tend to use either his defensive accessories or goat dolls, or there we go. Yeah, I'm trying not to turn too sharply so I don't fall into the pit. Come on, game. Yeah, they don't give you much room to maneuver, man. It's kind of annoying, actually. Like, I swear, if I barely tap the button and I'm just like just on the other side of the screen, it seems like, or at least that's what it feels like to me, so. Oh, we got a new enemy here. Giga Frost and Giga Flame. Why not? I don't know. I was going to say something jokey, but I didn't really think about it at the time. Alright. Giga Flame and Giga Frost. I wonder what they're weak against. Well, you'd be wrong. It's wind. No, I'm just kidding. Giga Flame is, they're level 51. They're similar to the bad news you can fight in the arena. But anyway, they're level 51, 6,000 HP, 200 MP, 9,000 experience, 500 Gela. They're weak to water. Surprise. And then they can cast High Flame. They can paralyze you. And you can steal fire rings from them. And they can drop Mega Berries. And then Giga Frosts are level 51. They have 6,000 HP, 200 MP, 9,000 experience, 500 Gela. They're weak to fire. Surprising. And they can cast High Freeze. Paralyze you, and they can steal Aqua Rings, and they can drop Magic Carrots. So I've got the Aqua Rings, so let's just attack these guys. And then, might as well use some Magic, why not? Just because I need to use some Carrots on Jack anyway, so. Yoga Flame! But since we got in-game equipment, this probably won't do that much damage to me. Yeah. I can do High Flame too on your cousin. These guys tend to pop up together, by the way, so. Yep. Yeah, just attack. Although that'd be funny if he finishes him off and heals the other guy, which might happen, so. Wouldn't be surprised. I could just wait till I get my Guardians and just summon them. Yeah, I'm dragging these fights out longer than I really should at this point, so. Yeah, let's just use our Summon Guardians to finish them off. Yeah, it's kind of sad if you get all the Guardians in the game, you can basically make a lot of random encounters kind of moot. Because all you have to do is defend them and just summon them, and then that's pretty much enough to finish them off. Oh, this might actually work on her. Oh, of course it does. Because I didn't have full Libra on, so. Whatever. Have I shown off Zephyr? I don't think I have, actually. Yeah, he's basically Bahamut. For all intents and purposes. Just, that's a different series. Alright, can we actually get to this? Let's see, do I have enough for... Yeah, since I've got a... There we go. Finally able to get over there without falling down. Talking about my handling skills or whatever, so... Alright. And then we need to... barely tap it. Tap, tap, tap-a-roo. Oh, did I actually show off what that, Actually, you know what? I'm gonna show off what that plaque says. Sorry. The power of this beast has no match in this world. The Beast King, Ragu Ragla, comes from the Sea of Stars. Dripping with might, this white beast towers over you like a tornado! Like lightning! Oh wait, that's a different thing. Alright, now we can go on. I know I probably should have shown that off earlier, but I was like, you know what? I really should read that for those who maybe don't know. And it gives me more chance to listen to the awesome battle music. Dungeon music. Ugh, I hate falling down. Like I said, I'm barely tapping it. I swear I'm moving like 100 feet a mile. Alright, let's see. Okay, come on. I mean, he's not being slippery. I'm just pressing too hard. Because as you can see, I can tap it to where I barely move, but I swear I tap it too hard. And I'm like moving way too much. See? I'm barely tapping. I swear, viewers, I'm barely tapping it. But I can't not tap it too hard. You know what I mean? That's probably my only problem with this dungeon is I wish the platforms were a little bit bigger so I wouldn't be falling off like after barely tapping the dang thing. You can tell I'm getting frustrated now because I keep falling off. Come on. Come on. I'm trying not to fall off and the game's like tempting me. Nope. Nope. No! Okay. Oh, this is actually pissing me off. Let me get invisible myself so I'm not getting pulling more battles. Although I can't see myself. That's the only problem with doing this. See? Oh man. Come on. There we go. Oh, really? Really? Ah! Oh, this is pissing me off. I should have just shown off the slab or later or earlier. Oh, Jiminy Christmas. Oh, the annoyance. The annoyance, viewers. The annoyance. Come on. Nope. Barely tap it. Nope. Come on. Nope. Nope. No! I don't want to fall off again. No. No. Game. Oh. At least it's easier when I do this. Oh. Alright. We're almost at the end of this dungeon. Just get around this guy. Alright, here we get an item. The power boost for getting this, so... Let's check this thing out. Check this out. The power boost. Yeah, what it does is it's Rudy's unique, and it sometimes will raise his attack 75% of the time, double his attack power, which is awesome. But the thing is, Rudy is all about his arms, so I mean, it could be a useful item in some rare circumstances. If you're just going through random encounters, I wouldn't use it for bosses, for example. I would just use his arms because those are more. That's a more guaranteed thing, but still a cool concept for an item. Yeah, it just raises his power by almost double, not quite double, but let's get over here. And then down there. Actually, I don't think there's any other treasure here. I think I've actually gotten everything. I was just double checking something just to make sure, so. Maybe I shouldn't go that way, so. Okay, I guess I've gotten everything. So I don't know why I kept going that way. I was just like, well, let's see if I missed something, but like a slab or something like that, because sometimes on my notes I forget to... Alright. Yeah, Largon hit me with a couple of poisons, so... Oh well. Let's see. So let's go this way. Alright, anyway, use the final duplicator on this door here. And then, okay. I gotta show you where this goes. It just goes in this room. So, but there's no like, thing to grab onto. So, well, it's if you want to leave, I guess. This is the central core. This is where Ragu Ragla sleeps under its spell. Once awakened by the Song of Maya, the world will burn to cinders. Song of Maya, huh? Yep, so we have to use the guitar. Alright, Rudy gained a level from that battle. I think I got poisoned. Yep, so. Alright, so we're about to fight the uber boss of the game, so make sure you're healed completely. Just gotta use heal berries, whatever. Then max out my magic, because we'll probably end up using most of it. And then, if you want to summon him, switch to Jack, use the guitar, and play the Song of Destruction. As, what the heck is that thing? Well, it's like the bottom of a toy box. For boss battle against the uber boss of the game, Regula. Wait, what? I thought his name was Ragu Regala or whatever. Or Ragu Ragla. Okay, whatever. Yeah, the translators like tell you in the books that it's Ragu Ragla, but now it's Regula? What? Sounds Italian. Alright, so this battle is really tough because he's got one attack that basically will kill everyone, called the Volcanic Bomb, although I would call it Atomic Bomb. But it does 6,800 fire damage to everyone, so there is a way to reduce it by using fire rings. However, I'm not high enough of a level, and I don't have a high enough magic resistance for it, because I think Jack takes like 3,800 damage at his level, and Cecilia takes 3,800 as well. Rudy takes like 3,600, weirdly enough, so he can actually survive it with a fire ring. So I want to give him a fire ring so he can actually survive, or a flame ring, sorry. For Jack and Cecilia, I would basically, if you're trying not to use goat dolls, then you're up to RNG at this point. So what I would do is you could try flame rings and try to get fire guard on these two, or sorry, life guard, and then try to get their magic up through protect and see if you can get your magic resistance high enough to actually survive it with fire rings on. If you want to make this fight a joke, just equip frog badges. That completely nullifies the volcanic bomb because of its ability. So it basically makes him a joke. Because the other two abilities he's got, which is poison breath, which is poison everyone, which is annoying, but manageable. And then he's got zero armor attack, which does about 3,000 damage to your players, which that's also manageable at my levels. So I'm going to equip just the force unit, and then for Cecilia, realistically, I mean, you could probably go into this with maybe, obviously, maybe the Mystic Slate to give her enough MP to actually, because Lifeguard costs a lot to survive. And weirdly enough, you can't do, like, Holy Parasol won't work on, for whatever reason, it's kind of a weird ability. Even though it does fire damage, it's not a spell in the way we look at it. Yeah, it's kind of hard to, like, the only way is maybe get quick on Cecilia to try to get her turn faster, or get slow down on Regula there. So we want to try to basically survive as best we can until we can get his stats going down. So like I said, we need to get slowed down. If he does Volcanic Bomb on the first turn, we're kind of hosed. Okay, we got lucky there. Yeah, unfortunately, if you're not doing the zero, if you're not doing the goat doll build or the frog badges, then you're at the whims of RNG. Okay, we got lucky there. So unfortunately, the only character who doesn't go fast enough is Rudy at this point. So you might want to cast Quick on him, possibly, but we do need a damage dealer to keep going. Let's go with Nectar on Rudy so he can survive, and then we want to get Lifeguard on Cecilia. Like I said, if he gets Atomic Bomb, Volcanic Bomb, we're basically hosed. Let's see if that actually hits us or not. Oh, well. They're going to die anyway, dude. Well, actually, they would survive the 0 attack, so I might use atomic ambrosias on ourselves to cure the condition. Okay, let's use ambrosia. I mean, it's a waste to use ambrosia, but it does cure your status afflictions. All right, let's get lifeguard on Jack now. Yeah, you might, if you're going to do this without goat dolls or whatever, you might want to resort to getting a ton of ambrosias by stealing it for the snake enemies here. Or go, let's see, or go, I might still need to cast quick on Cecilia because he's still getting his turn before her. Sometimes, depending on his ability. Trying to see if I want to save for Sonic Vision or wait for double attack. Might wait for a double attack, although he's not going to do a ton of damage because I haven't gotten hyper on him yet. And unfortunately, if you die, you can lose your buffs. So let's go with Ambrosia again. I want to see if I can get. Let me get the flame ring on you now, so I can see if I can get a protect on her to try and reduce the see if she can survive a oh well, see if she can survive a fire attack on him. So yeah, I'm gonna need to cast quick on herself to see if I can get her turn faster. I wish Rudy could survive an attack from the time of bomb without the fire. Otherwise, I'd be using that instead. So, all right. So he's used double attack. So, which means I can go twice. Basically, I go twice. So let's go with Nectar on Rudy, and then we'll go with a. Let's go with Trump card. Get a little extra damage going there. And then let's get quick on Cecilia. See if I can get her turns a bit faster. Luckily, Jack's response is fast enough, so. Yeah, playing this without Go Dolls is kind of a challenge. Yeah, I'm getting pretty lucky that he's not casting Atomic Bomb yet. It's allowing me to buff up. The only thing I need to do is get armor down on him now. Okay, that should get my turn faster now. Alright, now that we got that, Fury Shot, Arc Smash, Ambrosia again, or Nectar, sorry. And then I'm gonna try Protect against or on her to try and see if I can get her to survive a survive the Atomic Bomb or Blast, I mean, or Volcanic Bomb, I mean. Nope. She still doesn't survive. Yeah, you saw how he took like 7,000 damage from Jack, so. Alright, let's see. Yeah, back to square one again, so. Ambrosia's, and then Life Shield on, or Lifeguard on Cecilia. I think I might need to get one more Protect on her to see if she can. Unfortunately, I didn't get to see how much damage she took, so I didn't know how. I was about to say, if he does Atomic Blast again, nothing I can really do about it, so. See, she sometimes can survive that attack, but it's not common, so. So, Nectar again on her, and unfortunately I have to cast Lifeguard on her again. Unfortunately, her MP goes down really fast in this fight because Lifeguard costs a lot. So, and again, she might, like I said, I've had her do less damage before, but no. So I'll have to full revive her now. Okay. Yeah, I got a bit unlucky that he keeps going after her now. I thought she had enough speed though, but now her stats have reset, so unfortunately, now it's moot. Well, now that we know she's dying to 0 armor attack, now I'm not so worried about. Well, sometimes I've seen it do like 29,000 before, you know, that type of thing. So, yeah, we'll just use Ambrosia to cure it again. Alright, let's see if we get Lifeguard on it again. Yeah, Jack can barely survive it. I think I need to get Lifeguard on Jack again, so. Ah, so close to getting the damage again, so. Alright, fine. Yeah, double attack. Nectar on him. And then, actually go in trump card, so. I haven't been able to get armor down off of her because I keep trying to, I have to survive. Get everyone else to live, so. If I was a higher level, I'd actually be able to survive, if I gained, like, maybe, if I was level 50, I'd probably be able to survive, Atomic Blast. Or, yeah. See, I'm getting kind of lucky with RNG every once in a while. Oh, almost out of phaser. Let's see, and then I need Lifeguard on him now. I mean, if you have high force, you can actually survive these attacks a little bit better, but... really Rudy's the big damage dealer during this fight. Jack would be complimentary, but I'm having to have him as backup healer every so often, so. I really need to get armor down on him so I can actually get extra damage from that, but I need her to be faster than him, so. I really wish Jack could. I really wish there was items that could deflect, like, you know, let's see if that kills her or not. Well, I said we might get lucky. Oh, we got lucky. I really wish I could equip the force unit on Rudy instead. There actually is an enemy in this place that actually drops force units that you can steal from if you want to have multiple ones. I'd have to look up the enemy again, which one has the force unit. I'll look that up later because I want to obviously survive this. Oh yeah, we're gonna have to use bullet clip on us here pretty soon. Let's see, she's quick now. Now let's try to get armor down. I need to do more damage. My RNG will only last so long. At least buffs on him stay put. But when you die, if you straight up die, you lose your buffs on your characters. So. Man, it's so good. I have so many nectars. Yeesh. So we got armor down. I could do hyper on Jack. And unfortunately, to get enough magic resistance for the fire ring to actually work, I need to hit her with like quite a few magic drops to get that to work. So yeah, nectar. Yeah, let's try to go with hyper on Jack and see if we can start getting backup damage going. So. Could also try, I guess you could also try force unit on Cecilia. Alright, now I'll have to double cast oh, we did it! And with that, the Uber boss is defeated with no goat dolls or frog badges. Like I said, if you do frog badge, Volcanic Bomb does no damage. at all to you at all. So all you have to do is survive 0 attack, and that's pretty much it. So you can beat this guy without goat dolls. So anyway, 20,000 spirits, 30,000 gela, and finally the Uber accessory of the game, the Sheriff Star. All right, let's see what a character gives. I'm looking up, and that's it. There's no pomp, no circumstance. That's it. Let me look up who drops the force unit again. It's in this dungeon, but I'm trying to remember the actual enemy. But there is an enemy that drops a force unit that you can steal from. But anyway, all right, Sheriff's Badge. So the Sheriff's Badge is the most brokenest item in Wild Arms ever. Let's look at it. Sheriff Star, look at those stat increases. So what it does is it raises, so it does a bunch of things. So one thing, it raises your HP and MP by 25%. It gives you immunity to all status ailments. It gives you full elemental absorption. An increase in luck, as you can see, well, roll rate best, but increase your luck to best. It gives you a 25% chance of doubling your gela after battle. It gives you HP regeneration every turn. It prevents surprise attacks. It gives you 100 in all of your stats. So you basically become invincible. So I guess it's a great reward for beating the Uber boss of the game. But it makes the rest of the game a joke because, you know, I mean, obviously if you're beating the Regula or Regula Ragla, then you're obviously, at this point, you're already more powerful than the game is required. But yeah, look at how much of my parry goes up to 75%. That is insanity. Medal for a legendary hero. So yeah. I thought about showing off the battle with the frog badges, but that would have been kind of boring. Although the strategy for this was really just RNG luck. You know, it's like, oh, hopefully you have enough ambrosias, and apparently having at least 8 to 10 is good enough, and having at least 15 nectars apparently is good enough as well. Yeah, and if you don't want to worry about the stress of the battle, just either use the item duplication trick on the goat dolls and just have max amount of them, or buy 99 goat dolls, and you'll be able to, and it's basically a lifeguard in item form. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So basically the rest of the challenge is gone at this point. So now I have no more challenge, so you know, what is there to it? Oh, and to leave this place, it's easier just to escape. So, well, I hope you enjoyed me fighting the Uber boss without using the goat doll trick, or using the frog badges to do null damage from a volcanic blast. I don't know, it was kind of fun not actually, you know, completely hosing the main the Uber boss of the game. But with the Uber boss defeated, the King of Monsters has been defeated by humanity itself. Will that power be enough to stop Siegfried and his crazy plan to take over the world? We'll find out next time in the finale of Wild Arms. Thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.